Okay, folks, welcome to a special Thanksgiving Eve edition of, I guess, Market Wrap, Closing Bell, whatever you want to call it. We're going to spend the next hour going over the price action of the stock market. Obviously, we have about an hour left to go in the trading day, and a lot can happen, but we'll get a good feel for how we're setting up for Friday's trade, which is going to be very, very light volume, extremely light volume. So I'm looking at Amazon here. I sold out a little bit too early, but we made money. We are still long of Amazon using a straddle up at the 102 strike, and we're making like $70 a day on theta decay on Amazon. That's time decay. So we want to see it go up. That's a good thing. And we're looking for a breakout here. My guess is that what's going to happen here in the next few minutes is that Amazon is going to break out above this upper band of resistance. The only problem is that down here, you may not be able to see it because my head's in the way. Here, let's take me off for a second. They were split. The Fed was split. Headline came out. Fed is split. Gold, silver. We're having a great day today. All our gold mining stocks, they were down early in the day. And man, the day turned around. I mentioned yesterday that we were looking to buy Meta. I put a bid in the after hours last night. I never got filled. Not a big deal. But gold mining stocks, our NUGT is now up nearly 2.5%. So we're banking here. GDXJ up 1.37%. SLV, we're actually long on the AGQ, which is more of a leveraged product. That's up over 4.33%. And our silver mining play, SILJ, that is up 1%. Uranium, which we have a small position, not a big position in uranium. God damn it. That's up over 1.25%. Now, what's really rocking this week is natural gas. I mean, I had to roll out. We had covered calls that were set to expire in December on Boyle at the 55 strike. So the implied volatility is so high on Boyle. I was able to roll out in time and up 20, I believe, current IV percentile, 100%. Implied volatility, 221%. And it's not a huge position, like 400 shares. But man, the ability to roll out in time and up in price, that saved me. Rarely do you see that. Rarely do you see that in the options game. And we took advantage of it. So Boyle's looking good. Let's go to comments here. How's you still can't hear me? Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me now? Thank you. Oh, thank God. Jeff, you scared the heck out of me, man. And it wasn't, Manoj, you said it too. That was weird. All right. Um, so buy GDX. I think it could be bought. I think it could be bought. Just keep in mind that the mining stocks are pretty tightly correlated with the S&P 500. So if you're not bullish on the S&Ps, stay small with the mining stocks. They're about 75% correlated right now and rising. Uh, Super Tesla. Yeah, we sold puts yesterday on actually, was it yesterday? No, it was the day before yesterday. We sold puts. That was a bullish bet because Tesla was actually had just turned positive, but the skew was to the downside. And then yesterday, we I think it was yesterday, right, or today. I'm mixing up my days. Uh, we no, it was today. We sold strength. We sold the calls into strength, creating a straddle. So Tesla's looking good here. We're up on that trade. A really good week. Yeah, I read about that. Uh, I don't know how Europe has stayed around all these years. I really don't. I mean, price caps don't work. They've never worked. But facts don't matter to communists. So what are you going to do? Anyway, um, so we have. Oh, before I forget and move on from here, folks, go over to use the link below. Go over to TrendSpider. They added new functionality to this. I got a call from them, and they are now connected with uh, Signal Stack. You can execute or automate your trades from uh, the trading platform. And I haven't played with it yet, but they're getting me more information on it. But pretty cool stuff. And also, they have a Black Friday sale up to 60% off. So take advantage of it. It helps support me as well. They're a sponsor. There's a link if you want to use it. Uh, it's it's fine. Only when it hit you. So I guess that's connected to the audio as well. All right. Thanks for that, Jeff. How strange. I'm going to try this again. I don't understand that functionality. It's weird. It automatically gets muted. Let me try this. Sorry to bore everybody, but okay. All right. Good information. Thanks, Jeff. All right. Whoop, what am I doing? Sold all boil at 59. Oh, good for you, Tom. Good for you. Nice. Very nice. Why is this so slow? I'm trying to click on comments and it's not allowing me to. Oh my God. Why am I so early? Um, It's because I'm bored and I can't do a market wrap. I just did a refresh of my screen because everything's wonky. I can't do a market wrap tonight, so I figured I'll do it live today. So to that end, let's take a quick view of how we're poised to close out the session. And we're going to talk about our holdings as well. And we're going to toggle back and forth. And we will watch closing bell. So I hate this landing page. Okay. So if you want to know why the market's doing what it's doing besides seasonality, is that the 10-year yield is really beginning to fall apart. This is going lower. It's not because the Federal Reserve is killed inflation. It's because the economy is a train wreck. And the bond market is speaking volumes. So we know that in 2023, we're going to have job losses, yada, yada, yada. Bad news is good news, as sick and perverse as it is on Wall Street. So expect certain stocks to rally as layoffs continue. So I expect that we're going to see a continuation rally through Thanksgiving on Friday, probably some choppy action at the beginning of December, then a strong close to the year. Obviously, we're going to be down on the year, no doubt about it, but we should be higher from where we're at current, or at least unchanged. It'll be a trading environment. Taking a look at bonds, you're seeing bonds. Money's flowing into bonds now. So stocks have competition. And you're also seeing people buy tips, Treasury inflation protected securities. They are rallying. The Federal Reserve has not killed inflation. How do I know? It's because A, I know the CPI report is still very, very strong. B, money is rotating into tips, Treasury inflation protected securities. All right. So if the Fed had killed inflation, then there would be no rally in the tips. What the tip market is saying, and you may be asking this, it's an intelligent question. If we've had inflation, why haven't the tips rallied? It's because the Federal Reserve has promised to be aggressive, which they have been, and they were going to fight inflation. So normal tip buyers believe them. They sold their tips. Now they're aware, aha, the Fed is backed into a corner. Tips are moving up higher because you have unemployment and rising unemployment. Did you see the initial jobless claims rose today? The dollar getting decimated. This is why our gold stocks are behaving so well. If you're not in precious metals, you ought to be. You got to have some money in there because they are a rocking. So the dollar's down nearly a percentage point. The VIX, I think we're going to rally on the VIX fairly soon. We tapped weekly support. We bounced daily view. Yeah, we're going to bounce pretty soon. We may head down to a 20 handle. I think we do have a 20 handle. We do. Maybe even see a 19 handle on the VIX. I think when you see a 19 handle, you got to lighten up a little bit on longs, get a little bit short, not net short, but at least set yourself up for a pullback in equities. Because when you take a look at the Dow transports, they're gaining strength into the close, but they are at resistance. No new daily high today. So the transports are a bit extended. The Dow Jones, for its part, gaining strength into the close. We have resistance immediately above. This needs to get resolved. This is a strong trajectory. So while I have been bullish on the market and remain bullish on the market in general. I am more bullish on technology. Why? It's because of this, the 10-year yield. It'll allow tech stocks to rally because they have been laggards. So now we want to take advantage of sector rotation. The triple Qs, for its part, they are outperforming by a wide margin today the S&P 500. Why? They haven't had a rally. Not to the extent that the Dow Jones and the S&Ps have had, but now what you're seeing here is a breakout on the trip Qs. There you go. It's a bull flag setup. Higher lows, higher lows. You got to be long of the Q names. This is where the money's going now. It may come out in January, but this is where the money's going. I'm going to show you in a moment the historical. I'll do it now. We're on the topic before I forget. Again, TrendSpider. They have Black Friday sale, folks. 60%, up to 60% off. Link below. So here are the triple Qs. This is a weekly historical chart of seasonality. And you can see that we're here. And historically, the next couple of weeks are not that good, going back 12 years. But the final 2 weeks of the year are progressively stronger. So if we get a pullback in the next couple of weeks, we're probably going to load up to the long side, have no shorts on the table until the end of December. And then we're going to be looking to shop for shorts, or at least a hedge on our portfolio, which is already on our options position, already pretty hedged. But seasonality is clear and defined here. Going into the back 2 weeks of the year, Qs generally rally. Now, taking a look at small cap names, up about 1/3 of a percentage point. They're looking good. Check out your W formation here. I think you could take a look at the ARK names, ARKK. They're really beaten up. The banks. The banks are looking really good here. Big W formation. You really want to take a look at this on a more macro view, a weekly view. Beautiful, beautiful W formation this week, or excuse me, it was actually a couple of weeks ago. We broke above 35.78 and closed there. The banks are going up higher, folks. They're going up higher. Technology, strong session, up, gaining strength into the close, up over a percentage point. Staples, I wouldn't be a buyer of Staples here. This is more of a defensive play. I would take a step back. They've had their rally. Now it's time for money to go from the staple names into your more higher beta names. Look at the ARK fund. I don't think I've said I'm bullish on ARK until right now, ever. So look at the ARK funds. Those names are probably going to rally into the back half of the year. In fact, let's bring up seasonality here for ARK. I don't know how much data we're going to have. We only have data going back 8 years. And next week is historically on par with the 36th week of the year for being the weakest out of the year. So I think that any dip next week could be bought because it becomes stronger as you proceed into the back half of the year. So that's ARK. And way to play it would be if you wanted to sell puts, uh, discount your basis cost if assigned to you. Food prices, they're rolling over a bit here, down about a half percentage point. Energy, I don't like energy here. I still think that this is a rounding top and energy is going to break. They have already had a massive run. Let's take a quick look at a weekly chart. A weekly chart. I'm going to try that again. There we go. Not a bad looking candlestick, but I'm still not very constructive on energy stocks. I'd rather be in technology. Oil, how are we looking here? That's an end of day chart. That's not uh, up to date. Boil, we own Boil. What a short squeeze here. So we were able to buy back our 55 calls, roll up to I think 75, 78, 78, and that puts us in a profit zone on Boil. Let's bring up the GLD. This is not up to date. Gold, beautiful outside reversal bar today. This is going up. What is don't sell premium because the options are you're not going to get paid. If you want to buy the options, go for it. The options are cheap. But gold looking really good here. As for our gold mining trades, these are now our positions. Nugget, bullish key reversal bar, continuation move up higher, up another 2.5% on the week, folks. We are up about 9.5% on the week, and this is going up higher. GDXJ, of which we have a lot of GDXJ. This is up 1.5%, more than that. Bullish key reversal bar. This is going up. So, a lot of people don't have the patience to understand why certain things are moving the way they are. The reason is that GDXJ, the gold mining stocks, gold, silver, they are all responding to the weakness in primarily the US dollar, secondarily to the weakness in yields. And they're also seeing the handwriting on the wall. The Federal Reserve is getting backed into a corner. Inflation is hot. Jobs are going to be lost. And 2023 is going to be a rough year. So buckle up. If you thought 2022 was going to be a rough one, 2023 is going to be rough. Silver, we're up over 4.25% on the day on fairly good volume. Volume was above average yesterday. We're probably going to roll in with average volume, if not higher volume today. Our silver mining trade, we are up 1%. Bullish key reversal bar. Love it. Gold money, flat. Our uranium trade, up over 1.33%. It looks as though the momentum indicator, the stochastics are, oh no, they didn't. They broke down. They broke down. RSI back above resistance. So we had a breakout several weeks ago out of this triangle formation. And it looks as though we are going to break out higher on uranium. Talon, I'm trying to click on your oh, there it finally comes up. Yeah, it's an abbreviated day. I think 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So, Donnie, I see your request. We'll go to those. We have plenty of time, right? Yeah, plenty of time. Cal-Maine Foods. Oh, we don't have Cal-Maine Foods anymore. We don't have this anymore. LABU, which we added to yesterday. Follow through day. I still like this. I think this could be bought. Volume is not bad for an abbreviated week, holiday week. EMXC is looking really, really good. This is our emerging market trade. Now, folks, I have been warning, avoid China. Avoid China. I hunted for an emerging market ETF because I knew the dollar was going to tank, which it's doing now, and you wanted to be in commodity names and in emerging markets. So we bought EMXC, no China, and it is performing handsomely. It is up over a half percentage point on the day. What's the EEM doing? EEM is playing a little bit of catch up. But the ex-China trade on the week is outperforming. Emerging markets, the EEM, including China, is down on the week by nearly a quarter percentage point, whereas ex-China, we're up 0.45%. So that's a big gap in performance. So while 1 week does not make a trend, it's certainly looking good for emerging markets ex-China. LNG weekly chart continuation breakout here. Daily view, we own this. Down on the session. New daily high. Couldn't close there though. All right. Coinbase. These next positions we have options positions on. Coinbase. We're right at resistance. Let's hope for some. Yeah, it's gaining strength into the close. Good stuff. I just want to see what my positions are marked right now. Good. Do I want to roll anything? I'm not going to roll any options trades. I'm going to take advantage of the huge theta decay that we're going to get over the course of the next several days. I mean, today's in the books. Tomorrow, the markets are closed. Friday's an abbreviated day. Then we got the weekend. That's 5 days of theta decay. So I'm not going to roll any trades. Theta decay, if you're not familiar, is time decay. We love time decay. All right, so our positions are looking good. That roll up on Boyle to the 78 strike, we're up on the days over 6.5%. So that was a wise choice to roll up that trade. Coinbase, we are now positive on that very wide strangle that we have on Coinbase, but still underwater a bit on the short put, but that's okay. We brought in a lot of premium, so averaging down our basis cost. All right, so moving on here. Amazon, we have a 102 straddle. I want to see this rally. We went into the day long of Amazon. We added more yesterday afternoon. We bought on weakness a couple of days ago, added more yesterday, sold it today. I think we're breaking out on Amazon. Google is breaking out. Up 1.5%. Actually, just pulled back a little bit here. Let's watch the close on Google because this could be a buy very, very soon. We have a position here, wide, very wide strangle. We're profitable on it by over 50% now. I may close it on Monday. I just want to get the theta decay for the next few days under our belt. Tesla, we have a very wide strangle on. Thank God we sold strength on the call side. The put side is very inexpensive. I may be able to roll that up on Monday, but we're doing well with Tesla. Tesla's going up higher. Netflix, we don't have a position in anymore. All right, let's go to the closing bell. Actually, let's go to some chart requests. I know Donnie had a couple. LABU we went over. It's looking good. Bring it up here. Let's see how it performs in the back half of the year. The weekly chart is looking good. We held this lower band of support. The key is what we don't want to see on LABU is a close down below this lower band of support. In fact, I'm going to create an alert. All right. We have a position here, so we're going to want to know if we break that support. I don't think we will, but you never know. Seasonality wise, a really strong back half of the year. Not strong, consistent. It's an okay back half of the year. This is only been around for 7 years, so not a lot of data here. But this is the strongest week out of the year for LABU. The next couple of weeks, 50-50, odds get better into the back half of the year. What else do we have there? BBWI. Seasonality, not that favorable going into the back half of the year. So word of caution. December is the second worst month out of the year, going back 12 years for this stock. So again, just be careful. So on a weekly view, a nice breakout. We have very tight Bollinger Bands. We like that. That means that we're probably going to get a Bollinger Band squeeze here. RSI is rising. Stokes are rising. The weekly chart looks good. Daily chart, a bit of resistance above. For those not familiar with TrendSpider, how do we know there's resistance above? The algorithm tells us. Click of a button, bam. That green line is resistance. That means overhead supply. Prior buyers are looking to get made whole. That's why you're seeing resistance here. I would not buy the stock. Even though the weekly chart's looking good, I don't like to set up for the initiation of a new trade. Is today's rally into a supply zone for a huge sell-off? It is into a huge supply zone on the S&P 500 and on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Throw in the Dow Transports as well. Does that set us up for a sell-off? Yeah. The first couple of weeks of December are rocky weeks. They're not the best of weeks. Remember what you have. You have the Federal Reserve meeting. You have jobs data. So you're going to have volatility. So, I'm thinking a sell off. I'm not thinking a huge sell off. So I wouldn't worry too much about a major correction in equities. I still think that what you're going to get is sector rotation out of the mega tech industrial names into tech stocks. That's where our money is right now. We put a lot of money to work there this week and past weeks. So Um, I don't even want to open that up. Talon just sent me something in the members area. Um, so I think there's going to be sector rotation into the triple Qs, and quite possibly the ARC names, these highly speculative, highly shorted names. They're going to get squeezed. I think that this could be bought. Look at this. This is a daily chart of ARC. Again, automated trend lines. If you're just joining in, use the link below, TrendSpider. They're having Black Friday sale, 60% off. Take advantage of it and get this awesome functionality. Automated trend lines, pop. Lower band in blue, support. Resistance up here. What are we forming? A W formation. What do we want to do? We want to buy here or sell naked puts and look to add more on a breakout. So I think that ARC can be bought. Weekly view. Nice bullish reversal bar. It looks like we are going to close. All right, so I'm gonna say pause on that buy. We want to make sure that ARC closes above this resistance level because it broke down below it last week. Excuse me, we broke down below it this week. We need to close above it by the end of business on Friday. All right, so our alert is set. What else we got? Talon, LABU, inverted head and shoulders setup. Daily chart. Uh, I'm not really seeing that. I'm seeing we did have a head and shoulders, not an inverted one. All I'm seeing is a really tight consolidation range. Look at this. Look at how tight this is. So no, I'm not seeing a inverted head and shoulders setup. All right, let's check back in with the markets. All right, heading into the close, folks. Our Boyle is still up, well off the highs of the session. NASDAQ 100, still up just shy of a percentage point. The VIX did rally, but it's fading. Dollar, weak, and it will get weaker. Guys, I'm always happy to listen to this channel and have Bob. Have a nice day. Take care, Sam. Be well, pal. Luis, happy Thanksgiving, buddy. Give my regards to Sherry, please. Let's take a look at the S&Ps. My screen just froze. Well, I had the Russell in front of me. We'll go to the Russell 2000. Underperforming the large cap tech names, the triple Q names. S&Ps Again, triple Q names outperforming the S&P names. Let's take a look at how our positions are closing, or poised to close, I should say. Amazon, a good close. Not a great close, but a good close. We'll take it. Tesla, near session highs. Looks like we're going to come in here a little bit. This is a 5-minute chart. Remember, this is very, very thin volume, folks. You can see I've been looking for some volatility products to trade. I think we are going to get a volatility squeeze in the next couple of days, quite possibly the first or second week of December. Let me check my positions. What else do we have? Google. We just went over the chart of Google, and it was breaking out on a daily time frame. It looks like we should be above that breakout point, absent the sell-off into the close here. VIX trying to catch a bid. Coinbase. At session highs now. Wow. Coinbase really rocking. Absolutely astounding day for Coinbase. Do I need to roll up here? No, I don't. I'm good. My deltas are balanced. We're good here. Good. Good, 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 good. All right. What else do we have? Tesla, do we need to roll up here? I'm probably going to need to roll up on Tesla soon. All right. Our positions are good. We like them. I don't think we're making any changes today. Amazon weakening up into the close. This is what I didn't want. Is it going to hold 94? Ah, damn it. Amazon weak. Something's up here. Do I want to buy Amazon? Oh, if you didn't take the you could tell I was bored today. If you didn't take the survey yet, please do. Here is our survey, and this just really illustrates the you want to give me a break here? What's with the ads here? Come on, get off. All right, there we go. So here's here's our somebody voted. Somebody voted soy turkey is better than carbon producing real turkey. All right. So at least we have an equal voice. We love you too. I didn't vote. We're going to keep that poll going. So if you didn't vote, please vote. All right. What else do we got here? How much time do we have? 13 minutes. Do I want to buy Amazon? We have good monthly support below. Really good monthly support. This is the weekly view. Lots of overhead supply above. Two-hour view. Four-hour. I think I'm going to wait. I like to retrace back down to the support level. I'll give you a number in a moment where that's at. If we are going into some choppy environment next week or the week after, we may get a better opportunity on Amazon to buy the dip. Amazon, we already have a position, so it's not like I'm going to miss out on anything. We already have a position. I just want to add more. I like the setup. It's on a weekly 4-hour. Touch, bounce, done. All right. And our alerts are up here. As you can see right here. Airbnb's a name that I always liked. Airbnb's looking good. This is a 4-hour chart. Look at the W formation forming. Airbnb's looking very, very good. We have 9 minutes to close. I don't think I'm going to make a trade here. Amazon holding 94. Good setup. Good setup. Google faded. If you're looking to buy Google on a daily breakout, be careful. Yeah, no breakout yet. It's being rejected. VIX pulling in. Yields very weak. Dollar lethargic. Let's see how our gold stocks are doing. Nugget just off the highs of the session, looking really, really good here. GDXJ right near the highs of the session. Bullish reversal bar, 5-minute chart. Looks like they're going to try to take this to the highs of the day. Up 2% on the session. Silver mining stocks coming off their highs, but still very strong day. As for silver, really, really nice. This is going up. This wants to go up. No volume though. Meta coming in a bit. Yeah, everything's quieted down. Very quiet. Coinbase. Good showing. Members, we may be doing something with ARK on Friday. Let's price out the op. Oh, Amazon's looking really good right now. This is a 15-minute chart. If there were volume, I would try to trade this. There's no volume. I don't want to get whipsawed. ARK is not really an options trade. Volatility has come in so much. It's coming in. Yeah. You see that 15-minute chart. This is why you can't trade thin volume. I mean, this chart a minute ago looked like a perfect buy. Now it's weakening up. Lesson learned, do not trade thin volume. All right. We got about 4 minutes to close. VIX is coming in further. Dollar is reversing into the close. These are all 15-minute charts below and above. Actually, above is a 5-minute chart. Oil coming back a little bit. All right, so I think it's clear that the takeaway from today's price action is that we're seeing some sector rotation. The driver of the sector rotation is the 10-year yield declining and the dollar declining. That's going to allow the Q names and highly shorted, high beta names to rally. That's where the money's going to flow. The question was asked earlier by Troutfly if we were at resistance and are we ready for a huge sell-off. I agree with his supply zone thesis that there is a supply zone above on the industrials, and on S&P names. So there, you have a lot more upside potential on the beaten down, highly shorted ARC names and the triple Q names, which is where we're positioned right now. Not in ARC. We don't have a position in ARC, but we're going to probably put one on. And even on a thinly traded day like today, the NASDAQ names, which you're looking at right now on top, they're outperforming the Dow names and the S&P names. Do you prefer Bollinger Bands or Keltner channels? For usually, it depends upon the trade, right? To answer your question directly, I prefer the Bollinger Bands. Now, the Keltner channels are used in the TTM squeeze indicator. So I don't use the Keltner channels per se, but both the Bollinger Bands, I think it's the Bollinger Bands and the Keltner channels are used in the TTM squeeze indicator. So I do use them by proxy by using the TTM squeeze from time to time. Amazon beginning to break out. But I'll use the Bollinger Bands uniquely on all my charts from day to day. As a matter of fact, I have them up here right now. I think by and large, they're very much the same. Good rally into the close here on Amazon. 1 minute to close. Looking at the 4-hour chart, now we could take all of this off. Let's just clear this off. Remove. I want to remove them all. Clear. Yes, get rid of them. Okay. This is the only real line that matters. We have broken out on a 4-hour time frame. The other line that matters is this one. That's the close, folks. And this is where Amazon's struggling. They're melting it up right now, but I think they're going to break it out next week. If they do give us a pullback, we'll buy the pullback on that weekly support, or actually 4-hour support. And that would probably be around here if they really knock it for a loop. I don't think we're going back down there. But you never know. Around $91 a share. And I would step into the breach and I would look to be a buyer. Folks, happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Thanks for being here. Members, no market wrap tonight. I have responsibilities to do tonight. So that's why we went live a little bit earlier today. And everybody, have a very, very safe and happy Thanksgiving. Don't forget, Black Friday sale, TrendSpider, 60% discount code below. Use the link below. And talk to you soon. Be well.